Marcus Aurelius wrote every day in his Meditations, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Take a stand." That's how Stoics think. Don't keep going over things. Don't look for approval. You don't have to blame yourself for your pain or explain your path. Your actions speak louder than what you say. When you share too much, you let everyone see your flaws, and the world is quick to judge and use people. People will no longer think of you as strong and stable. They'll think you're weak and need their help, and you lose your power as soon as they see how weak you are. You lose your magic. Being quiet is a sign of real power. It means being able to handle pain and struggle with ease. It means being ready to heal in silence, knowing that not everyone needs to know about your struggles in order to recognize your strength is wise. You don't have to suffer for other people. You owe it to yourself to never give up on getting above it. He who is brave is free, said Seneca. When you share too much, other people can decide what happens in your story. When you let them see the crack, you give them the power to decide how people see you. But you get that power back when you stay calm. You choose what kind of person you are, how you heal, and when you share. Stay close to your pain. Allow yourself to heal at your own pace. Your strength doesn't need people to see it. It needs to be quiet. And that's when real respect is shown. Your quiet strength and the way you handle life with unshakable calm will draw people to you. That is the picture that makes people respect it. 6 plans should be executed, not explained. Telling people what you're going to do is pointless. Which person do you want to impress? The talkers practice their play in front of a crowd, but who are the winners? Before the curtain goes up, they don't do their act, and they take over the stage when they do. There is something very wrong with always telling people what your plans are, feeling like you need approval so badly that you need everyone to know what you plan to do before you even do it. In fact, though, people don't care about intentions. They care about results. And if you spend too much time planning what you're going to do, you lose the drive. You need to do it. Stoicism isn't about telling everyone about your theory. It's about living by it. The founder of Stoicism, Zeno of Citium, said, "Welling is attained by little and little, but it is still no small thing." The Stoics knew that talking about progress doesn't really make it happen. Instead, small deliberate acts that add up over time to every choice and every step is like a building block. But there is quiet in that building. Your plans are holy. Don't give them to people who don't deserve to hear them. Think about it. When you talk about your goals, you lose some of the drive that you need to keep going. Giving the plan away for free to anyone who asks takes away from its magic. Make what you do the most important part of the story. Instead, let your work do the talking. Your plans are just for you and your own goals. When you talk about them, don't do it with people who don't understand how heavy they are. People who don't want to walk your journey with you don't need to hear about it. Seneca had a deep understanding of this idea. It is not that we have little time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. He wrote, "It's a surefire way to fail to waste time describing what you'll do. Talking takes up time that you could have used to do something." The people who really win in life aren't the ones who talk about their next big move. They're the ones who quietly work day after day to build something that will stand on its own. It's no longer time to talk. The time to kill has come. The world should see what happens, not how it's done. Set up and quiet. Be careful when you strike. When you finally do something, it won't just be a show. It will be a master stroke. That's how you really own the... It's a watered-down version meant to make other people feel better. Epictetus once said, "Hide your improvement in philosophy. Let others find it when it's clear to see." Seriously, think about that. Stoics didn't write about their progress. They didn't say anything about changing. They focused on just being, not on doing something. It's the results that matter, so they let them talk. Each time you talk about your goals, you let go of some stress. The truth is that you're not doing anything. You're wasting power. Planning something doesn't help you get it done. It just makes you feel good about yourself. Ego wants things and is greedy. Before the work is done, it wants to be praised. Credit is needed before proof. If you want to be really scary and useful, then shut up. Allow your quiet to build tension. Allow your quiet to build up. Turn into someone that no one sees coming until it's too late. Pay attention. Don't move around. Be quiet like a soldier behind enemy lines. And when the time comes, let your death explode like thunder. Not a warning. There was no show. Not much impact. That's strong power. 2, mystery makes you magnetic. People can guess what you're going to say more and more. It feels less useful to be there the more you share. What people can't read interests them. You turn into a puzzle that no one can solve when you stay quiet. The founder of Stoicism, Zeno of Citium, thought that deeds were more important than words when it came to showing virtue. It's the same here. Your quiet makes things tense. It makes you curious, which makes people pay more attention. When the quiet man comes into a room, everyone turns around. It's not that he said something, but that he didn't. They'd like to know what you think. They need to know what you're going to do next. And that wish, that pull, that strength, that's having power. Talk. Less interested, more. In a world full of constant stimulation, mystery is hard to find. Everyone is posting, tweeting, and discussing everything. They're willing to give their time for free. The man who doesn't, though verba. When a person holds their thoughts like weapons, controls their feelings, and moves with calm intensity, they change. He stops being reliable. On the inside, we should be different in every way, but on the outside, we should look like everyone else. Seneca once said, "So don't show off your fire, put it away. Just don't say everything you think." You give up the upper hand when you do that. People will lean in to read you if you don't do that, though. Figure it out just to think. It gives you power that you're thinking. People will respect your space if it's mysterious. When they're around you, they watch what they say. They play around with other people, but not with you. You are not tested in the same way. Why? Because they don't know what you can do. You could laugh. You could hurt them. You could say nothing. What about that uncertainty? That pause in their step is what gives you the edge. People fill the space with their own thoughts when you're mysterious, and your mind always makes you seem bigger than life. No one can guess your moves or hear your stories. You become the man with the stories, thoughts, and cracks that no one else has. You don't try to get attention. You tell it to be quiet. Stop telling people how you feel. Don't talk about your past anymore. Not anymore. Are you giving away your plan? Let people be curious. Let them be obsessed. Let them make up stories about you. They win, and you don't even have to say a word. 3 talking destroys momentum. Your brain does something bad to you. It's so sneaky that you don't even know you're falling for it until it's too late. Your mind treats you like you've already reached your goal when you talk about it. For example, I'm going to write a book, I'm starting a business, or I'll be in the best shape of my life. Feel the dopamine. You're proud of yourself. Paid for. Feeling good. You haven't done anything, though. You just took a deep breath of the false idea of growth. The bug is in the biology. You get the prize without having to do anything, not with a repeat, not having to feel pain, so your fire goes out before it even gets hot enough to flame. The need to talk takes the place of the need to do without actually getting anything done. You feel like you have. That's why Epictetus said, don't explain your philosophy, take it on. In other words, don't talk, get.